Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Monday the 8th of August 2022. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Let's jump into it. Story number 1. BHP has made an $8.3 billion offer for Oz Minerals, but the board of the South Australian copper miner said the bid undervalued the group. The offer price of $25 a share resulted in Oz Minerals' share price soaring 35% today to finish at $25.59. Several market analysts said the deal made sense, but BHP would have to up the price, given Oz Minerals' share price earlier in the year was $29. Story number 2, the S&P ASX 200 closed up slightly today to 7,021 points. Energy and materials companies did best, while utilities companies also outperformed. Consumer discretionary and real estate investment trusts were among the worst performers. Among the large caps, Commonwealth Bank jumped 1.2%, Woodside Energy and Rio Tinto were up 2%, and Fortescue rose 4.5%. Goodman Group and Aristocrat Leisure both fell more than 3%, while Wesfarmers was off 2%. Not surprisingly, Oz Minerals was the best performer on the day. Otherwise, Data Group Appen closed up 13%, and biotech Imugene jumped nearly 10%. Suncorp was the worst, down 4.6%. More of that shortly. Story number 3. BHP isn't the only big company looking to buy assets. Macquarie Group is close to a deal to buy a waste business in the UK for $3.7 billion. Veolia Environment is close to selling Suez's UK waste business to Macquarie, according to a report in Bloomberg. Veolia acquired French rival Suez earlier in the year and has been offloading parts of that business to avoid competition concerns. Water and waste treatment and recycling services are fast becoming big business as governments around the world introduce more stringent rules to fight pollution. The final buyer is now down to 2, Macquarie and another investor group. We should find out very shortly. Story number 4. Brisbane-based Suncorp announced a 37% fall in earnings today. It blamed the floods. Also, tumbling investment markets. The bottom line result wasn't the only disappointment. Suncorp's dividend was less than half the payout of 12 months ago. The group said there was a chance profits could be hit this financial year due to another wet La Nina period. It will go ahead with the sale of its bank to ANZ, notwithstanding that part of the business recorded a sharp jump. And the bit that most of us non-shareholders care about, premiums are up around 10%. Due to the floods. Suncorp's share price closed 4.6% lower. Finally, story number 5. The US Senate has passed a massive spending package promised by President Joe Biden just months before the midterm elections. The US president had promised spending on climate change and healthcare and changes to taxation. It passed the US Senate this morning, although it's watered down somewhat from the original proposal. Still, it's a win for an unpopular president. The Inflation Reduction Act, as it's known, includes $369 billion with a B for climate and clean energy programs, a provision to apply a minimum 15% tax on large corporations, measures to reduce prescription drug prices, and a new tax on share buybacks. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 8th of August, 2022. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook. Join Adam Lang and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.